Hi, everyone. Welcome to Pendulum Friday. My name is Cyndy. Thank you so much for being here at Soulprint. So just a couple quick things. First of all, the questions have been compiled and put together for me by the amazing Joyce. So thank you, Joyce. And secondly, for anybody looking for a personal reading, I am now booking the first week of January. So January 6th, 7th, 8th in there. I'm not going to be increasing my rates until towards the end of January. So if you wish, feel free now to book something for early January. All right. Not a lot of questions this week, but some really interesting ones. So let's get cracking, shall we? First, did Elon Musk Starlink that recently crashed into the ocean have evidence of election interference in it? Well, let's find out, shall we? So for anybody who's new, and I've got some subscribers, so thank you very much for that. I hope you enjoy being here at Soulprint with us. For anybody who's new, who maybe hasn't seen a Pendulum Friday before, when the pendulum goes side to side like that, it is indicating that I am completely protected and it is ready to talk. Pendulum show me yes. It goes back and forth, and pendulum show me no. And it goes round and round. Because the pendulum length is so short, you may see some vibration of my hand. It's not me. It's the force of the pendulum and the energy of it. Okay, so did Elon Musk's Starlink have evidence of election interference? That's a yes. Did Elon Musk help Putin in any other way besides the satellite to mess with the election? Yes, he did. I'm being told that he contributed through X, and wherever else, to the misinformation campaign. So he allowed a lot of wrong information to be dispersed through his media sources, and by and large it was that misinformation that created a lot of confusion in a whole lot of places. So that's a yes. Are all sitting Republicans in the House and Senate aware of the specifics of the interference of the election? No. Yeah, it's a really broad question, right? Because it was all sitting Republicans. So some may, some may not. Energetically, it feels to me that there are, how do I want to say this? More established Republicans, or maybe Republicans who are like in the know, in that inner circle. They may very well know or have some suspicions. And then the next question is, are they okay with having this interference help them win? Okay, so I'm just going to phrase that a little bit differently. So for those who may know, are they okay with having interference that help them retain their seats or win their seats? Well, of course they are. They're as corrupt as the day is long, so sure they are. Will Biden announce that election has been violated before states must certify their vote? Okay, so this person is saying December 17th. I'm not sure when that happened, but let's see. Is Biden going to announce any election interference or election violated? Saying yes. I'm going to break that down. Is he going to do that before the states certify their votes? Okay, that's a smaller yes, almost no. Well, not a no, but it's a very, very okay. For those of you who don't know, when the pendulum does this, where it just sort of goes still, it tends to mean either the answer isn't available, as in it hasn't been decided yet, or there are some questions that will get that kind of a response, frankly, if it's not our business, if we don't need to know the answer, or if the answer is in some way not determined because of somebody's free will choices. Do our NATO allies believe 45 legitimately won the election? Okay, that's a little known. Is NATO working together to bring to the public eye cybersecurity attacks against NATO countries? So is NATO helping get this information out? Guess so. Looks like a yes. Are they considering the 14th Amendment to try and stop Donald Trump from actually becoming president? So is the 14th Amendment being considered? No answer. Will Trump be inaugurated as the 47th President of the United States? Still getting a no. If Trump takes office, will he serve the full 4-year term? No. If Trump gets in, will he be impeached? No answer. This is why. Right now, if status quo stays the way it is, he will have both the House and the Senate, which means this is his own party, right? They're not going to impeach him. Where he may get impeached is after the 2026 election, the midterm, when Republicans lose the House, the Senate, or both. So I think that's why if he gets in the first 2 years, he's not going to be impeached. Will he have a mock inauguration if something happens about the real one? I want to rephrase that a little bit. If for some reason Trump is not inaugurated in January on the 20th, will he hold a sort of inauguration ceremony of some kind? That's a no. Will Kamala Harris get sworn in as president in 2025? It's a yes. I got to tell you, I wish I could understand or figure out how that happens, but I cannot. I've tried. Is Trump on drugs for? That's a no. Will the Dodge billionaire Musk and Ramaswamy be successful in cutting Social Security checks? I'm going to break this down. Social Security checks within the next 4 years. No. Will they be successful in cutting Medicare health insurance within the next 4 years? No. Is Trump grooming Barron to follow his political footsteps? That's a yes. let's ask the next follow-up question to that, which would be, is Barron going to pursue a career in politics? That's a no. So I guess Daddy can try to groom him as much as Daddy wants. Is the FBI, CIA, NCIS, Department of Defense ready to handle cyber attacks? Yes. Are they doing something? Is something being done with regards to all of the drones that are flying over neighborhoods in certain states? What's going on with that? Are they mindful? Do they know what that's about? Okay, yes. Oops, I lost my thing. Here we go. Where did it go? I live in New Jersey, and the drones are quite concerning. Are they associated with UFOs? No answer. Are we in danger from the drones, or do they present a danger? Okay, that's a no. I'm just going to rephrase this next question because it is asked using this person's name, and I choose not to use the name. I don't think he needs any publicity. Did the person who has been charged with killing the United Healthcare CEO, did he do it? Is he responsible for that killing? Yes, he is. Are other CEOs worried? Yeah, they are. Some of them, right? But one of the things that was just to digress for a second, one of the things that was really interesting was in very short order, this person was sort of elevated almost to like a Robin Hood status. Um, it was the whole idea of somebody pushing back against the wealthy, trying to protect the others, or pushing back against commercial healthcare and the impact of it that would have on people being declined or having things not approved for for their health care. In some ways, and I am not condoning this at all, but in some ways you can see where there's starting to be this collective energy where the average person, communities, citizens are kind of getting real tired of having their lives be controlled or manipulated by people who do not, frankly, have their interest in, the person's interest it doesn't have any meaning for them, right? It's just about corporate greed, making profits, like that. But you're seeing that more and more people are just going, I mean, you have that election in Romania that was flipped. It was just, it's not even flipped. It was just, the results were like nullified, and they're going to be going forward with another election. You can see it with people just getting to a place where they're just starting to push back. It's like they've had enough. It's going to be interesting to see how that sort of continues to unfold. Certainly through December and January, we are now in, unless I screwed it up somehow, but as far as I'm pretty sure, we are now officially in Pluto in Aquarius. And so it's going to be interesting to see this energy of just the average person saying, you know what, I've really, really had enough. These people who are supposed to be representing us and our interests need to step up and do it. And people who have other motivations, whether it is corporate greed or it is interfering to create leadership in certain countries, it needs to sort of stop. It needs to come to a close. Is Biden going to extend his presidency by enacting the National Emergency Act of War? Now, my understanding of this is if Biden says that United States is at war, he then would, I guess, have the option of not vacating the presidency. Basically saying we can't have a transfer of leadership in this time of active war. I don't know. Is he going to do that? So right now, that looks like a no. All right. Those were your questions. And I'm just going to ask one, and it's sort of like a broad kind of question, but it's this. How concerned are some traditional Republicans, Democrats, and independents? No, not. Are they concerned with regards to some of the choices that Trump is putting forward for his cabinet? Is it causing genuine concern? Yeah, it is. Okay, that's where we're at. So, we have, I don't know, another week or so, week and a half before kind of that Christmas, New Year's holiday energy kind of kicks in. So it's going to be interesting to see what goes on between now and kind of the middle of December and taking us to the end. Don't forget, astrologically, there's something, and I can't tell you what it is because I don't remember. But there's something going on the 15th. There's something else going on the 24th of December that are significant or important dates. So it'll be interesting to see how that unfolds. It's also going to be interesting to see what happens in those very early days of January. Personally, one would think if there's going to be dramatic and significant changes with regards to dealing with the actual results of the November election, they better get at it, because there isn't a lot of time. And it's not going to be simply a matter of saying, okay, well, that was wrong, and now we're just going to flip everything and change it. It's just not. Your government, the Constitution, is just not set up to just, snap their fingers and change things. So it's going to be interesting to see how that moves forward, if it does. Okay. So it's Friday. Have a really good weekend. Do something nice for yourself and someone else. Take some time just for you. Decompress, relax, step away from any of the political or media noise that is making you crazy, because it serves no valuable purpose in your life. Okay. Thank you very, very much for being here. I will look forward to seeing you next week. Until next time, take care and be well. Bye for now.